Xbox has a lot going for itself right now. Microsoft has done a tremendous job of changing the narrative from last generation. I'm the first to admit they needed a makeover completely, sort of like yours truly. But anyway, yeah, they completely changed the thing. It's, changed everything around. They're more looked upon like how possibly people looked at the Xbox 360 back in the day. The bottom line is that people in general are looking at Xbox as a viable product and something that is there to deliver a value to people in terms of the gaming industry. Now, yes, there's faults. Clearly, the lack of games, especially this year, are hurting the perceptions somewhat. But I think that's hurting the perceptions with the hardcore gamer. I don't think it's actually hurting anything with the casual gamer. I think the casual gamer doesn't really care. And like I've said, I'll live and die on this hill. This year in general has been a letdown from first parties across the board. I don't care who you are. If we're talking first parties, then Sony so far, and I'm not going to count re-releases and remasters and all that stuff. I'm talking new first party bangers. Xbox has 0. Sony so far has 2, but one of them is a racing game, which is very niche. I'm the first to admit that. Even on the Xbox side, Forza is a niche product. So you have basically, I didn't bother with GT. I did buy Horizon Forbidden West, and I'll buy God of War. So at the end of the year, for me, it'll be 2-0 when it comes to the AAA releases. That's not a great year in my opinion. But Microsoft did have some good news. Things are coming together in a big, big way for them. I don't think they're going to be the kicking post to people that are going to claim, last place Xbox and all this kind of nonsense. Those days, they're long gone. Get those out of there, man. The people, for some reason, and I'm going to be honest with this piece of information right here. I never understood why people, and I probably was on this train a little bit in the past, but why people asked for Phil Spencer to be fired, I don't know. To be replaced by whom? Who's going to replace him? And do people think if you get rid of Phil and get some corporate person in there or whoever the person might be, do they think that actually that person's going to come in and just go, release all the games, right? No, that's not going to happen. Obviously, a pandemic happened and there was obligations to other things that happened. But this, I think, is going to make Xbox all the more attractive. And obviously, we're going to be seeing a situation where it's going to make Game Pass more attractive. And I think a lot of people are going to be into that in a big way. So this announcement is huge. Really is probably something that I don't think any PlayStation fan wanted to see happen. But guess what? It's happening anyway. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's going to be a good video. I can't wait to do it. Let's go. Even though gaming news has been a little bit slow so far lately, the year started off with a bang, if you remember right. Microsoft went in to purchase Activision, and a lot of talk was made about it at the time. And, since that point, a lot of people, especially PlayStation fans, have gone out of their way to sort of downplay the Activision buyout, as many of them are actually hoping that Microsoft and the Activision deal falls through. But now a certain thing has been triggered that says that if there's no more inquisitions or questions from the FTC, that within 30 days this deal will be closed and Microsoft will own Activision officially, which would be actually complete things much sooner than anybody really thought. So the purchase of Activision Blizzard is set to become official only months after the acquisition was originally announced. Announced early in 2022, the company was planning to purchase the gaming conglomerate Activision Blizzard, and the deal was said to be for nearly $70 billion and would bring many popular games, including the Call of Duty franchise, into Xbox's roster of titles. While Microsoft and the Xbox platform have yet to officially gain ownership of Activision Blizzard, a finalized deal is expected to be announced soon. New content from Blizzard and Activision is highly coveted. Fortunately for players on Xbox and Windows, easier access to Activision Blizzard games could begin within the next month, depending on the actions of the FTC. Microsoft is waiting for the authorization from the FTC before it can officially purchase Activision. The purchase will cost about $68.7 billion and will give Microsoft the rights to the games including Diablo, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, and more. If the FTC does not ask for any additional information from Microsoft in the next month, the deal will automatically be finalized. Xbox plans to have Activision Blizzard assimilated into the existing brand by the summer of 2023 at the latest, though possible decisions by the US government could allow for the companies to join the team much, much earlier. Currently, it's actually unclear what plans the Xbox team have for the existing brands owned by Activision. While it's conceivable that some of the largest Activision and Blizzard titles could become exclusive to Microsoft's platform, it seems unlikely that the gaming titan will restrict franchises like Call of Duty or Diablo or Overwatch. There is a content there that can be used for other purposes. Obviously, they're in it to make money. That's spending a ton of money to actually own these things, and putting them on Game Pass day one is already a huge advantage. So those already well-known games don't have to be exclusive to Xbox. So basically it's just a kind of a win-win situation for Microsoft. So again, we're not going to have to really understand what's going on until we see it. But Xbox Game Pass is already an incredible deal for gamers looking to increase their lineup of content. If games from Activision and Blizzard make an appearance in the future, which they've already said will, fans will have access to an unprecedented catalog. For now, gamers will have to sit tight and keep an eye on the situation. Soon there may be more opportunities to enjoy some of the world's most celebrated games within an ecosystem that already makes it easy for players to find the experiences they desire. Basically, even if stuff like Call of Duty isn't exclusive, which it won't be, and it doesn't make sense to make that exclusive, you still will get it day one in Game Pass at some point. And so, in a service it's so inexpensive and such a value. I mean, think about it. Halo, Gears, Forza, Call of Duty, Diablo, Elder Scrolls, Starfield, Fallout, all these games, day one in Game Pass. I think that's huge, and clearly we're going to be continuing to see these types of things happen more and more in the future with Microsoft finally being able to close it. The best part is, when they finally do close this deal, they'll be able to maybe hone in on a couple other deals as well, because obviously while they're waiting for this deal to go through, it makes it harder to buy any other types of companies. And so I wouldn't expect them to buy another big company like this or Bethesda, but they could buy individual studios and probably get away with that at certain points. So listen, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm excited to see what Microsoft does with them. Just as a fan, I think that it's just absolutely incredible to see that this type of thing continues to happen, and that gamers are going to have more value than ever with Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass, and Xbox in general. This is just a huge win across the board, and seeing Microsoft kind of continue to make these strides to give gamers what they want, I think it's all the better for everyone. Like, this is going to be where all that losing and all that last place stuff kind of goes by the wayside, because when you add in Activision and Microsoft profits, Xbox profits, revenue, that kind of stuff, it really kind of skyrockets them to possibly even first place. So listen, we'll see what happens, but it's going to be a very interesting time. I see a lot of unease in PlayStation fans on social media and things like that. But listen, PlayStation's not going anywhere. PlayStation is going to continue to deliver what they do best, and I think that's great. That's competition, and that's what it's all about. But Microsoft having Activision and having all those games in Game Pass, that's what Microsoft's all about. It's all that content. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. If you enjoy the content, leave a like on the video. It helps it to be seen and the channel to grow. Rack 'em up, crack 'em up, crap gamer 'em up, crap gamer out.